Broadcasting from the center of the universe and the Thrive15.com world headquarters.
Let's go!
Presenting the world's only business school without the BS, with optometrist and entrepreneur Dr. Robert Zoellner, and the former Small Business Administration Entrepreneur of the Year in your ear, Clay Clark. It's the ThriveTime Show on Talk Radio 1170. 3, 2, 1, boom!
Boom, boom, boom. Guess who is back in the room? It is Dr. Robert Zoellner. Sir, how are you doing on this fine
Monday.
Baby, Monday.
I tell you what, I had a great weekend. I don't know about you, but I had a great, it's getting, we live in Tulsa, Oklahoma. For those of you who are listening around the world vis-a-vis the podcast on ThriveTimeShow.com, you'll be thinking, Tulsa, where's Tulsa? What's Oklahoma? Well, it's a state right above Texas.
It's right above Texas.
And the city's in the northeast part of Oklahoma. And it's getting cold. It's like winter. We've had this little kind of 50, 60 degree weather, and now it's getting cold.
I'm gonna tell you why I like it cold. You know what I do every weekend? You know what I do every weekend? Every weekend.
Well, I know why. I know why you like it cold.
I burn everything.
I know
I'm looking for leaves to burn, tree limbs. I live on that land, the Camp Clark and Chicken Palace.
Until I came to your house, I thought your cologne was like campfire. It was like, because you always have the smell of like smoky.
My wife is digging the pinion smell right now. I hopped in bed the other night and she was like,
apparently it's working. You got 5 kids. I mean, come on.
Now, we're going to let this guy kind of introduce himself a little bit to Tulsa, because a lot of you can know about the business, but I don't want to steal any of his thunder here, okay? So I'll just say, I'm going to give you a little tip here. He started the phone doctors. The phone, if you have a phone that's like a smartphone, and those are now like the cost of you almost have to get a mortgage out to buy a smartphone. And these are expensive machines.
They are expensive. I'm still making, you make payments on them, and it's kind of a thing. I got a second job just so I can afford a phone.
All right, mystery guest, will you unveil yourself to Tulsa? Will you explain to Tulsa who you are, my friend?
Well, hello. Thank you very much for having me on the show. This is Alex Iser. And I did start Phone Doctors. It's 13 years here in the making.
Yeah.
And started it right out of the back seat of a Volkswagen Beetle. It was the turbo edition.
Where did you get the idea to start this business? You see, we love having Oklahomies on the show, people right here from Tulsa who've started a successful company. Where did you get the idea? How did it happen?
Well, I got to give credit to where credit's due. And my brother, actually older than I am, he is the one that tipped me off and said, "Hey, Alex, you should open up a repair center." And I said, I don't really want to do that. But he said, "Yeah, get in the car with me. I got an office place I want you to come check out." So before I finished that day, I committed to opening up a repair center and get it going.
Now, I don't want to pepper you with questions, but I think a lot of people are wanting to know. They're listening right now. We have today's show. We're talking about how to implement an effective online marketing presence. But you said you've been in business now for 13 years. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
So you were in business before online marketing was like a big thing. Now it's like if you're not doing online marketing, you're sort of like living in a van down by the river here at the Thrive15.com world headquarters. How did you initially get those customers before the online marketing was a thing?
Like I said, I had that Volkswagen Beetle, and I stickered that thing up, and I was known for the guy that buys old Nokia phones. And, just one step leading to another, and try to be as creative and crafty with the things that we would create, whether it was posters, in store, or it was the marketing that we would go out and engage with carrier stores and whatnot. So,
Z, do you remember that time in American history before the internet?
I'm actually old enough, Clay, where I do remember life before even cell phones.
Did you ride a horse to work?
I don't know why you didn't start cell phone repair like 30 years ago. Oh, wait, probably because they weren't around. So, as technology changes, opportunities present themselves. And that's really cool, Alex, because back then, you talk about Nokia, and I'm thinking, I think I had a Nokia. We had the flip phone back in, you get that like the Razor. I remember the Razor phone. Man, when I first got that, I'd take that bad boy out.
Oh, you flipped that out?
Oh, Kirk here. Boom.
It was like a Star Trek moment every time you pulled that out.
Oh, yeah. I just if I had a taser to go with that, I would have been, I'd have been complete.
Sam, can you grab my 9-dialer? This is the phone I keep inside. Now, I have a shoe that's on the wall, and the story behind, you pass to me real quick? I want to show this to the Thrivers. I really want to get into this real quick. Thank you, Sam. So versatile. Here's the thing is, there was a time in my life when my wife was working for Dr. Zoellner, Robert Zoellner and Associates. My wife was the pre-tester.
Yeah, she was front desk pre-tester.
Yeah. And so I started this business called DJConnection.com, and I went to Vanessa and I said, "Baby," I remember saying this. I remember this like it was yesterday. I said, "Hey, here's the deal. to afford a Yellow Page ad, which is up there on the wall, to afford the Yellow Page ad, we need to turn off the air conditioning. And she goes, baby, we live in Oklahoma. It is the summer. It's like 100 degrees. I go, but we got to do a trade-off. And I'm reading Napoleon Hill, and he's talking about trade-offs. And she's like, if that's what we need to do, if you promise that this is something we're going to do together, she says, okay, I'll do it. So some of the things I did, and I kind of get emotional thinking about it, but I never wanted my wife to be in a spot where she couldn't have nice clothes or have shoes or have things that she needed. So either the shoe that's hanging up there, I can't pull it off the wall probably right now, but it was nothing left of the bottom of the shoe, and I couldn't afford any new shoes. And I had this phone, and the 9 fell off. So the guys in the office would call it the 9 dialer. When I say office, the guys who lived in my apartment with me during the day.
That's awesome.
So I would take out a pin, and what I would do is when I needed to dial the 9, I'd get out my pin, and I would hit it. I had a pin I got where I could hit the button, so I would hit that.
Yeah.
And the thing was back in the day when the Nokia, when they were limited minutes. And so what I would do is I would call somebody, and then I would hang up. And then they would go, missed call. They would call me.
And you'd be like, oh,
hey, sorry. And then now they're paying the minutes. And I was able to book stuff. Now, here's the deal. I went to college at Oklahoma State University in Okmulgee. And there's a zone where if you're driving and you're out of the zone, now you're roaming. So I would call you. Seriously, I did this. I would call you, and I'd hang up. Then you would call me. Then I would get into a conversation, and I would act like the phone hung up until I got right into Glenpool, and then I'd call you back. And I did that over and over for a long time. And I'm just telling you, everybody's got to start somewhere. Yep. And your old school memory of starting your company just reminds you of this phone. If you're on Facebook Live, it's just, Z, you got to look at this. Alex, you got to look at that.
This is a Nokia 6010. This is a $5 fix back in the day, and it's this easy. Wow.
Oh, be careful. It's history.
That's history.
Look at that.
That's like my child. Oh my gosh, she is fixing a phone
just
on
this
fake.
little quick thing. I could have put that in there for you, but the sentimental.
The
value
sentimental
of
thing.
the $9 is pretty cool.
Now let me ask you this. Now, if somebody's listening right now and they have a phone, and it's like an Apple, it's a new iPhone, whatever. It's got the phone disease where the phone's not working right, or it's an Android, whatever. I mean, talk to me about. What does it cost to fix it? Can you fix a phone like that, or should you just, if the broken screen? I mean, who hasn't broken a screen? Should you just throw it away, or what's
Absolutely not. Yeah, no, yeah. Bring it into the emergency room at the phone doctors, and we've got a solution.
How much does it cost?
It varies. It depends on what the problem is, but we promise to be fair and reasonable. But software stuff, it can be related to so many different things. It could be something from liquid damage, or it could be something from a bad file.
Now, Z, have you ever broken your phone?
You're listening to the ThriveTime Show on Talk Radio 1170.
No, I've never. I've actually never broken a phone except the phone I have now. First time I've actually got the glass on it kind of snipped over here on the end. But I always have a case. I'm always very careful with my phone, and because your phone's kind of your lifeline now anymore, isn't it? It's kind of crazy how much we use our phones. But as far as using Phone Doctor, I've never broken a phone, so I've never had to go to Phone Doctor. But I do remember your wrapped Beetle bugs that you drive around town, Phone Doctor on it, very clever and kind of stand out, and it was cool marketing.
So move number one, we're talking about online marketing, how to market effectively online. Move number one I want to share with you is if you're listening right now, we have 5 we're going to go over today, 5 moves. Okay, but move number one is you have to commit to results, not to a specific offer. Now that's whether you're wrapping your Volkswagen Bug or you're marketing your website. And see, I'm going to start with you. Why is it so important that you commit to the results and that you don't get pig-headed and just commit to the offer? I mean, why can't you just fall in love with that offer and just, I will stay with this offer until the end of time?
Because what you're doing is you're selling the end product. You're selling the result. You're selling what it's going to do for you, how it's going to make your life better, how it's going to better your life. And so, that's what you want to do ultimately. And sometimes the way you get there can change.
Yeah.
I mean, it could change from day to day, from month to month. That's one of the things that I have done in my optometry clinic over 25 years of being in business.
That's crazy, by the way.
Yeah, it's crazy, by the way. Every month they come out with a fresh new commercial. But the results are the same. Hey, you're gonna save money. You're gonna see clearly. You're going to be comfortable, and I like that. It's going to be fair, fair
and reasonable.
Yeah, fair and reasonable. And that's actually at our auto auction. Those are the 3 things we said. We're going to be fair, We're going to be fun.
Fun?
Yeah, fair and fun.
This is great. It sounds like a great place to buy cars, Z. This is great. You got me hooked, man. I'm in.
Yeah. Fair, fun, and reasonable. You know, I mean, we're
having a fair, fun, and reasonable time over here. Z, do you guys serve lunch too?
If we give a free lunch thrown in there too. Every Friday.
Is it possible to have fun and to be fair?
Yes, of course it is. And if you're purposeful in it, and you can have that. And when I saw that little Volkswagen Beetle going around wrapped with you guys' deal on it, it looked fun. I mean, I thought, those guys, I mean, that's kind of fun.
I have sort of a story of failure that I want to share that involves me, and the listeners can benefit from this, okay? With the DJ connection, my first move. Now, Alex, you tell me, if you're a dude, you're a college guy, you're going to college at Oral Roberts University, you start a DJ company on the fourth floor. It's the north wing called Covenant, and you're trying to market your business, and you have no money, and you're wanting to start a DJ company. How would you have marketed? I want to hear Z. How would you guys? You guys are successful business owners. You have no money. You're going to college. You're paying your way through. Your mom and dad are trying to help you. You're doing what you can. How would you start marketing your DJ company? I just want to know. I mean, just off the cuff here. What would you say to Alex? How would you try?
Back in the day, I probably would have created some flyers. And,
okay, boom, I got you. That's what I did. I did flyers.
Good.
Now check what I did. I was trying to market to dudes and convince them to book me for their weddings.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
Guys.
And so all the guys are like, "Hey, bro, yeah, bro, I'll book you for sure, bro. Do you want to go? Do you want to go to the cigar shop?" And I'm like, "What, bro? There's a party this Saturday, bro." And I'm going, "Hey, you said you would book me for your wedding." "Oh man, she already booked that." And I'm going, "What? You just told me 2 weeks ago." "Oh, bro, what was your name of your company again?" And I realized I'm like 0 for 1,000. No dudes are booking. But I was committed. I said, I'm going to keep booking. So I'm marketing to dudes. Pretty soon I'm getting dudes going, "Bro, I've got like a party." I go, "You have a party?" "It was like 4 of us in the dorms tonight, and we're going to do like a party. We're going to play like a PlayStation. Could you DJ for that?" And I'm going, I'm not kidding. This is what I was doing. And I kept getting more and more of the wrong kinds of inquiries. And then at a certain point, I realized, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. So I went out to Lori Montag. And by the way, if you're listening, this is a fun game I love to do, Z. I love this game. This is the reach out and touch somebody game.
Got it.
If you're listening right now and you know Lori Montag, the founder of Montag Photography, the lady who invented the slap watch and the zany band. She sold $60 million of this stuff. Go ahead and send her a text. If you know Lori, have her cell phone number. If you find her on Facebook, Lori Montag. Tell her thank you.
I love it.
Send her a text message. Here's the thing. Lori Montag, I'm sitting down with her. I'll never forget. I'm over at 71st and Mingo. Right there, 71st and Mingo area, right by Zio's. I'm looking at her. She's sitting down there looking at me, and I said, "Lori, can you show me what I'm doing wrong?" I show her my packages. First off, I'm not kidding, Z. They're on a typed piece of paper, and they're named after metals. And there's no graphics, there's no images, there's no color. It's just text on paper.
You did not. You know what? Your problem one that you did. Step one, you did made a mistake on.
Oh,
your most likely buyer.
Oof.
You got completely wrong. You couldn't have got it any more wrong.
It was totally the opposite.
You had a 50-50 shot, and you know what? I mean,
I
a
missed.
50-50 shot. I mean, you didn't miss. You missed, yeah.
And the thing is that when I sat down with Lori Montag, it was like an epiphany. And when we come back, we're going to talk about how Lori, I'm just telling you, the stuff that Lori taught me during that afternoon, it was like, I remember coming back home and telling my wife, I now have the keys to the universe. I'm going to build DJConnection.com.
This show is brought to you by Adobe Creative Cloud. If you're a photographer, graphic designer, video editor, podcaster, business owner, or just creative genius, this is for you. All of your creative tools, all in one place. Creative Cloud includes the entire collection of creative apps for desktop, from favorites like Adobe Photoshop and Illustrator to new tools like Adobe Experience Design. Check this out. You can create podcasts seamlessly and high quality with Adobe Audition. Did you miss the exposure or looking to create a stunning and beautiful photo? You gotta download Lightroom, okay? The latest release of Adobe Creative Cloud is here with incredible new features in Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator, and all of your favorite apps, plus millions of Adobe stock assets and new premium images are built right in. So you can turn your brightest ideas into your best work. fast. Make sure that you check out Adobe Creative Cloud. It's at adobe.com. Once again, Adobe Creative Cloud at adobe.com.
Live, local, now. You're listening to the ThriveTime Show on Talk Radio 1170.
What is going on, Thrive Nation? Welcome back to the conversation about how to market your business effectively online, on the internets, on the interwebs. This just in. I know some of you are going, listen, I was just over listening to the other station. They're talking about the Russians hacking in, teaming up with Trump or whatever. I didn't want to talk about that. This isn't a political show. We just finished discussing the internet hacking, and now I turn over to this station, the business school without the BS. And you guys are talking about the internet. Z, did we team up with Fox News and Fox Business to kind of time the theme of our show to be pseudo-political in a non-political show?
No, I always thought we were going to do a home and garden segment, actually. So I'm kind of a little disappointed, actually.
Well, before we left, we were talking about Lori Montag and what she taught me there at the Montag Photography at 71st and Mingo. My business is in the toilet. I'm asking her, I'm saying, Lori's like the wedding Yoda. If you understand me, Montag Photography was a juggernaut before she sold this business. So I'm sitting down with her and I go, okay, so here are my packages. They're printed on paper. I've got no visuals. And she goes, honey, the names of your packages are named after metals. And I'm like, yeah, it's like the bronze and the silver. And she goes, you need to name them after something that's indicative of like female stuff. And I go, what do you mean? She goes, like a summer's romance or true romance or a cherished love. And I'm like, what are these adjectives you're saying?
What is going on?
So I said, go ahead and give me a few more examples. And to this day, before I sold the company, I just used every one she said. I'm like, give me another example. So I'm just writing down what she's saying.
Another example.
Yeah. So I'm like, I write down, I have 5 packages. And she goes, honey, you have to have the 5 packages. I said, why? I just had the 1. She goes, what do you mean? I go, well, we had the silver or the gold. She goes, no, you got to have 5. I go, what do you mean? She goes, you got to have 5. And I said, but I just had the 1 I would steer people to. And I had 1 that was kind of, I didn't really know what that package even did. But she goes, you got to have 1 because if it's aspirational, like the big one, and you have a small one that's like super cheap, no one would want it, then people are going to want the one that's in the middle.
Oh, the middle move.
And so she goes, you have to make a package that's way more than you want, way cheaper than you want. It's almost no good at all. And the middle one is what you want, and you want to let people choose, but they'll choose the card you want them to choose.
Yeah, the first package is just a dude on a megaphone. No speakers, no fog machine.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a wedding.
He's got the megaphone, and then what he does is he puts it down by the turntable, and he on the
the father of the bride dance. It'll do that. We'll feedback here.
We'll get that worked out.
So then anyway, she showed me these packages. Then she says, here's the deal. When you meet with a bride, I want you to have a conversation and not a machine gun. And I go, what? She goes, how do you pitch to the brides? And I said, well, typically I'll sit down with them and I'll tell them all the benefits. So, and she goes, you're doing what? And I'm like, I'm just giving them benefits, features, benefits, features. Value. She goes, yeah, value, feature, value. And she goes, sit down and ask them, so what day are you looking at? How did you guys meet? So let me ask, how many guests are you having? Wow, you must be a big deal.
What animal are you releasing at your wedding?
So she taught me how to script out 5 rapport building questions. And Thrivers, I'm giving you the secret system right here. There's rapport, needs, benefits, close, and she called it FAQs. But there's frequently asked questions, and you need to script those out so you know how to handle that. Like, can I meet my DJ? What's the difference between you and somebody else? All these things. So she teaches me all these moves, Z, and I go back home and I start booking stuff.
Break down those moves again, because someone was out there trying to write those down. They're sitting there eating lunch. It's Monday. They had a busy weekend, and they're still kind of waking up. It's the afternoon.
Yeah,
they're kind of going, "Oh man, you just rattled. That was some sick sauce. I mean, that was some really good stuff. You just kind of rattled through it. You machine gunned them."
Well, at our ThriveTime Show 2-day intensive business workshop, we'll get deep into it. We'll get deep like Jacques Cousteau. But here's the 5-part system. You want to script out 5 rapport building questions. That's step 1.
So, for example, like you said,
what day are you looking at?
What day? Well,
because every bride would say on the phone, they would call and they would say, so how much do you guys charge?
Sure.
And I used to say, well, they start at $500 and say, thank you, bye.
Click.
So DJ Connection, this is Clay. How much do you charge? Our packages start at $4. Okay, I'm interested. And I kept lowering the price to get their attention. So she's like, no, you got to.
I'd pay you to DJ, actually.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So the first one, Jeff Ramsey, you got a good deal, and you know you did, Jeff Ramsey.
Oh, yeah.
If you're listening right now, you know Jeff Ramsey. You send that guy a text. But here's the thing. So what happened is, so you script out the 5 rapport building questions. So what day are you looking at? So the bride says, how much do you charge? And you go, well, let me check. What day are you looking at? Boom.
Boom.
How many guests?
Boom.
What venue? What are you looking for out of a DJ? How familiar are you with DJ Connection? Now I move into the needs question. So let me ask you, in a perfect world, what are you looking for out of a DJ? On a scale of 1 to 10, how energetic do you want your DJ to be? What kind of music do you want during dinner? Do you want like Frank Sinatra, Nat King Cole, or do you want kind of more of Michael Bublé? What are you looking for? And you just script out your 5 rapport questions, 5 needs questions.
Okay.
Then you have to have a minimum of 3 benefits that are supported by independent verifiable facts, such as DJ Connection. One thing we do is we guarantee you the satisfaction of your wedding. So if you're not happy, 100% refund. That's a fact.
Boom.
We say, DJ Connection, we're going to make sure your wedding is incredible, and I'm going to give you a list of 25 references. Here are their cell phone numbers. I challenge you to call them all to do your research because we are confident that we're going to wow you. That kind of thing.
And it's like your mom and your aunt. I mean, Jeff Ramsey didn't have 25 to call, right? The first dude.
Don't talk about my moves that I used to
I
do.
remember you actually met with my wife and I back at St. Louis Bread.
Really?
And like, yeah.
Oh, back
real.
before Panera, huh?
Really?
Okay,
Yeah.
tell the story. So he's in a booth.
So we knew some people that knew you, and you came and you met us, and you were the sales guy.
I did not know that.
Yeah, and I remember exactly what you just said. That you
You remember that?
Yeah, you thought.
Where was
that it
your
would be a
wedding
good idea. We had the wedding at Tarp Chapel.
That's where my wife and I got married too.
Okay, then we went out to the golf club of
Wait,
Oklahoma.
time out. This could be awkward, Alex, but
right.
just be honest.
Yeah.
You're on Facebook Live. This is going out to the world.
it never goes well.
November 1st, 2004.
Did you hire DJ Connection? Did Clay do your wedding?
Yes, he did.
Oh, my gosh.
He sold me right there at the table because he did ask all those questions, and he knew what we wanted to hear in order to make us feel comfortable and make us feel like we made the right choice.
Now, for people who are going, who is this beautiful voice? He got a great voice. This is Alex Iser. He's the founder of the Phone Doctors.
Thank you.
Now,
sir.
wait, time out.
Yeah.
Are they like real doctors? Or are you just kind of playing on the word? I mean, they're like real physicians. I wear like, stethoscopes and white jackets, and they kind of have their nose a little stuck up in the air. And they walk the hallways with a particular cup of coffee in their hand, and they're nodding.
And they speak in only jargon, and none of them can write their name.
Yeah, this is only pure branding.
Because I was confused because I thought, man, I didn't know there was like a school for like phone doctors. That's pretty cool.
For people who are listening who aren't familiar with Phone Doctors, what is it, my friend? What is Phone Doctors?
Yeah, Phone Doctors is a consumer-facing company that we help all walks of life with their mobile devices. So whether it's repair, whether it's you need to buy a new iPhone, if you want to get iPhone protection, on your thing, we do all those things.
If my phone doesn't work, can you fix it?
Absolutely.
And so what do I do? How do I get a hold of you?
Well, you can go to phonedoctors.com.
Okay.
Or if you're in the greater Tulsa area or in Arkansas, you can go to phonedoctors.com again, or just Google Phone Doctors, and you'll find the closest location to you.
Now, Thrivers, there's a book called Soft Selling in a Hard World. And at our 2-day workshop, we get really deep into this, but Soft Selling in a Hard World by the author named Vass. And what he says is that the top politicians, think about our people we elect for president, our top musicians, our top heads of state, the top leaders of industry, they can all convince people to take action, a.k.a. they're good at sales. The only thing is you don't notice they're selling because they sell so well. And so when we come back, we're going to talk about how Alex has refined his system over there at Phone Doctors, where it's not a shameless sales pitch, but they really help you find the problem with your phone and help you find a solution. And that's what selling is helping people find a solution to their problem. And you charge people for it. And we're gonna deep dive into that, of what the problems you can solve, how you do it, and how you've kind of learned that art of tactful sales. Stay tuned. ThriveTimeShow.com. ThriveTimeShow.com.
Are you a business owner? You need to ask yourself right now, how are you backing up your files and important documents? Most businesses have no system for the files in their business. If this is you, you got to use Dropbox. At least sign up for one of their 30-day free trials. Real talk, it's the secure file sharing and storage solution that employees and IT administrators trust. You get as much space as needed at no additional cost. You get unlimited file recovery and versioning, basically creating new versions, and valuable admin controls for secure sharing and collaboration with Dropbox for Business. You got to check this out. After using Dropbox, you'll definitely feel more secure knowing that a virus or power surge can't ruin your computer and your entire business. Try full access to Dropbox Business for 30 days. Head over to Dropbox.com to get started. Again, Dropbox.com to get started.
You're listening to the ThriveTime Show on Talk Radio 1170.
All right, Thrive Nation, welcome back to the conversation. I'm going to tell you what, it is always ecstasy when Z is next to me. He is in the box that rocks inside the beautiful Thrive15.com world headquarters on the left coast of beautiful Jinx, America, broadcasting from the center of the universe. I am on the magical microphone. My name is Captain Clay Tiberius Clark. I'm happy to talk to you when it's not dark. We are so excited to be here with you in that noontime. Z, talk to me about Oklahoma Joe's and why we are just so passionate and thankful for that gift to Oklahoma, the Oklahoma Joe's barbecue.
Joe Davidson, thank you so much. You know, he sold over 2 million smokers, and then he turned that into like barbecue excellence. He went around the country entering all these barbecue contests, and he'd win, you know, the majority of them. And they're like, oh my gosh, your barbecue is unbelievable. You must cook on this cooker. He sold the cookers. Then he opened up these retail stores. So if you're in Tulsa, do yourself a favor. You know, you got in your car, it's lunchtime, you kicked on your favorite #1 business show, which is ThriveTime Show, which is what you're listening to right now. And now you're going to lunch and go drive over there. If you're in Broken Arrow, go by the Bass Pro Shop. If you're in South Tulsa, go by 61st and Sheridan. If you're downtown, go by the iconic Cane's Ballroom for lunch. And you can get, I suggest, the burnt ends and the baked beans. It'll change your life. But you know what, Clay? I'm sitting there. I'm already at Oklahoma Joe's. I'm listening to us. I got my phone out. You know what? My phone breaks.
Oh, man. Daryl, why did you drop my phone?
Dude next to me, you know, was trying to get to my burn ends, and he shoved
Billy
it. My
shoved
phone
me.
dropped.
Billy pushed me.
Now I'm stuck. What do I do? In today's show, you know, we love bringing on local, successful entrepreneurs.
Oklahomies.
Because we here's the thing about it. Clay and I's passion, our heart is to help entrepreneurs. And we know that one of the best ways to help entrepreneurs, and the way we prefer, is through mentorship.
Mentorship.
And mentorship means people that have been there, done that, done it well, and they're going to teach you something. And so on the show today, we have the dude that started the business that'll fix your phone. Alex, tell us a little bit about your business.
Well, Phone Doctors is a retail company that we started back in 2004 with the need that the carriers weren't able to fulfill. And it was just simply finding a more affordable solution to restore someone's broken device. The carriers at that point, you know, were trying to send it off for insurance replacement, and there's always a ton of downtime. And we just saw an open door to walk in and fill that void, and we did a great job at doing that. And so we've seen so many evolutions in the wireless, you know, deal from Clay's infamous Nokia 6010 sitting here, the 9-dialer missing a key,
my mom.
to the Razor to
you better hang up quick.
all
It
those
was out of
things.
minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
But Phone Doctors is really just a company that loves people. And yes, we fix iPhones, we fix Androids, we do all that. We sell the phones, and we love doing it. We do a lot of it. We have 10 locations now.
10 locations, that's fantastic. You know why you love people? Because every one of them's got a phone.
Hey, are you getting calls right now
on the show?
This is
Someone
awesome.
said, hey, I just
Wow.
broke my phone. I'm going to use somebody else's phone to call the dude with the phone fixer because now I need the phone thing going on.
And here's the deal. Today we're talking about effective online marketing, okay? So step number 1 is you want to commit to the results, not a specific offer. So if you're not sure how to make a great offer, get out to our ThriveTime Show 2-day workshop. We'll teach you how to do it, January 20th and 21st. Now, let's assume that you have finally made an offer that is getting a call.
Okay.
You're eventually going to have to convert that call into a paying customer. So I want to ask you, Alex, I mean, how did you learn the art of persuasion or tactful sales? How did you learn how to do soft selling, my friend?
I think more than anything, one thing that people will say to me is that I'm genuine. And it's just important to be intentional. If a call is coming through, that's a potential customer, and they want your service. And so just showing first some care that you're caring about them as an individual. And that shows through. Just know that you have a smile on your face. People say they can read a smile through the phone, right?
Yeah, you've got to be sincere and let people know that you sincerely care, and you have to do that. And I'll also say this. You have to embrace the fact that everybody who's calling usually starts off the conversation with what they know to ask. I mean, if you go into a jewelry store and you haven't bought a ring before, you usually go, how much are your rings?
Right.
If you haven't booked a cruise before, you call the travel agent, how much are your cruises?
Yep.
If you walk into an auto dealership, how much are your cars? See, people call your optometry clinic and they say, hey, how much are the glasses? I mean, that's a question people ask usually to start off the conversation.
Yeah, and what we've learned is that you just like car dealers, just like any business, you want to lead with a package that is we're value driven. So therefore, if someone asks you the question, I don't like it when you call a business and you ask a specific question and they're evasive. I personally don't like that. So I have been purposeful in my businesses not to be evasive. So when someone calls and says, how much is something, we always start with that package or that thing that you just asked for starts at this cost. Okay? Now, is that the one with all the bells and whistles? Is that the one with the fancy AR coding? Is that the one with the colored contact lenses? Is that the one with no, but it's the beginning number, and since we were value driven, I always found, and I wanted to give them an answer. I wanted to be honest and I wanted to be truthful in what we were saying, but also I wanted to lead with a low price because value was my thing.
Which leads us into move number 2. You got to have a no-brainer. It's called the art of the no-brainer. When you tell people our prices start at this amount.
Correct.
It opens a conversation where they're like, well, I guess I might as well just give it a whirl. Might as well book an appointment.
Absolutely.
What do I have to lose?
Exactly. And so they know what they're getting into when they walk in the door. I mean, it's kind of like a lot of things in life. I mean, when you see a car commercial, they are not leading with the most expensive car they have on the lot. Trust me.
Now, as a consultant, I'll tell you this. I've been, doing business consulting for years, and one of the things that really frustrated me about consulting, and just today I had somebody call me, and we're booked out, so I can't really help them. I don't do that. I don't have an unlimited supply of me, which is why we built the online school. This person calls me and they said, I hired a local PR firm and they charge me $5,000 a month every month. I never see them. I don't talk to them. I have no idea. And then I get emailed a list of the hours they spent on creative branding. And I don't know what I got for that, And I want to know, do you guys do a contract? Almost furious. Like, do you guys do a contract? And I said, no. Here's how we do it. Again, no-brainer. I said, here's the deal. We're not available till February if you want to do something. But if you did, at Make Your Life Epic, our marketing and PR firm, the way it works is it's month to month. There's no contract. And what we do is we do everything. We do the video. We do the photography. We do the branding. We do the print pieces. We do all of it. And the price point you pay, it's a flat rate. So some clients it's $2,000 a month. Some are $5,000 a month. Depends upon your industry. But we worked with a home builder, and we did all the photo for all of his properties, all the video, all the web optimization, all that stuff. And it's a flat rate, and it's month to month. So if you don't like it, they go, you can try it before you buy it. Yeah, I mean, you can. It's month to month. There's no, and that's kind of how you and I do the Thrive 15 workshops we do now. So we made it a no-brainer.
A no-brainer. I tell you what, with the scholarship money we have available, you go to ThriveTimeShow.com and you look at what's that schedule, the 15 hours of power that we're going to do over 2 days, all the things that we're going to teach you, tangible things, some downloadables, some checklists, all the kind of stuff that we know, our 13-point system for you to start and build your business successfully so you're thriving and not surviving. You look at that and you say, I can't afford that. I can't afford the cost of that.
And we say to you,
yes, you can.
Yes, you can. You know what? The thing is, we have a scholarship available, so we'll make it affordable for anybody. Honestly, if you have $7 in your pocket, we had a lady today, true story. She says, my husband and I, where we're at right now, I could afford $32. And with the scholarship, we made it happen for her. And the thing is, we're not going to upsell you. There's no upsell in the back of the room because we want to make a win-win relationship with you, just like our main man with the phone doctors. They want to make a win-win relationship. They don't want to get a one-time customer. They want to turn you into a lifetime customer. Alex, where can they find out more about phone doctors?
Straight to phonedoctors.com.
Phonedoctors.com? Okay, now Thrivers, stay tuned. ThriveTimeShow.com. Again, that's ThriveTimeShow.com. Stay tuned.
For the professional-looking man out there, this is for you. Are you tired of waiting for hours in disorganized barbershops around town? Are you maybe looking for an upscale haircut experience instead of being treated like a little kid? If either of these thoughts crossed your mind, then Elephant in the Room Men's Grooming Lounge is for you. The Elephant in the Room Men's Grooming Lounge is proud to offer a variety of packages and memberships for discerning men and regular customers who wish to maintain their tailored look while receiving discounts off of services and products. They're going to bring you in, they'll offer you a beverage, identify your style that you're going for, get you a tailored haircut from one of the professional stylists, wash your hair, and then style it afterwards so you could even go back to work. The experience is awesome. They even do cool things for members like a free nape shave on Mondays or a peppermint oil scalp massage on Tuesday. Check out one of the locations near you and book an appointment. You can check them out at eitrlounge.com or just dial 918-877-2219. Seriously, you're going to love it. 918-877-2219 or visit eitrlounge.com to book an appointment today.
You're listening to the Thrive Time Show on Talk Radio 1170.
Oh, Thrive Nation, welcome back into the conversation. We're talking today about how to do successful and effective online marketing. Why? Well, this just in. It's not a political show. See, it's not a political show.
It's not political, by the way.
But here's the deal. We have heard that Al Gore has worked with various, basically himself, to create this thing called the internet. And we're talking to all the kids. We're talking to the kids. You know, I'm 36. You know, you're 52. We're talking to kids. And some of the kids are using the internet now. And we're going, is this a thing?
I think it could be a thing.
It's catching on.
I love your story back in the day.
Back in the day
when you're doing the moves, you're doing your yellow page ad.
Oh, yeah.
Bigger the better because you go forward in the book.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you make all your bullet points. You got to bullet pointed out. You know, whatever. Oh yeah. Now you got the.
Oh,
if
yeah.
some guy says you're like the biggest. We've got hundreds. You're like I got thousands. I mean, you got your moves going on, right?
You know
and then one of your boys says, "Hey, you know what, boss? I think this internet thing's we might want to get a website. We might want to.
Hey, could you stop talking? I'm trying to crank up the 90s music.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry. Come on, bro. Come on, DJ.
Internet's never going to catch on. Internet's never going to catch on, Z.
It's just a fad. It's a phase.
I got to go quad skating tonight. I got to get my new quad skates. I don't have time to listen to this internet nonsense.
I mean, it's just stupid. It's just stupid. Plus, what does Al Gore know? I mean, really? Come on.
Seriously, though, we're at the corner game tonight at Roller City. They're doing the corner game. I always win the corner game. And the reverse skating.
Oh.
I don't have time to talk to you about the internet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the shuffle? Wow.
Oh, yeah.
The crossover?
Yeah, it's like the World Wide Web. It's www. It's a thing. Remember?
Do you remember when the fluorescent shoelaces were a thing? Yeah, remember that was awesome. You got
I love it when you get a DJ mode. I love it. You play a little music. The box that rocks is rocking. We're swaying back and forth. But your boy came to you and said, "Hey, boss, this internet," and you're like, "Forget you,
bro.
Forget you. You're stupid. Get back on the horse you rode in on and get out of here. Get in your van."
I remember out of exasperation, I finally sent Josh Smith. Josh, if you're listening right now, if you know Josh Smith from Broken Arrow High School fame, if you know Josh Smith, send him a text right now. Send him a text. It's the gift that keeps giving. Send him a text. But here's the thing. Josh, he's talking to me about this internet thing, internet marketing. And I remember just saying to him repeatedly, it's not a thing.
It's not a thing.
It's not going to happen. Quit talking about it. So finally I said, you go to that conference. He goes, it's called the WeDJ.com conference. They're teaching how to optimize websites. I said,
yes.
If I pay for it, will you swear to me you will not talk about it again? And he goes, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm like, just freaking go then. Go. You go, because when you go, you're going to find out nothing. You will learn nothing. And then we will talk about nothing. We'll do a recap and it'll be, nothing.
Nothing.
And so he comes back and he looks like he has seen the face of our maker. Like an Indiana Jones moment. You know, I'm like, Josh, are you okay? And he's like, I've seen the maker. I'm like, you've seen our maker? No, not that maker. That's sacrilegious. But I've seen a maker who's making successful websites. And he's teaching me about HTML text and descriptive narrative and title tags and keywords and Google compliant fonts and I just know that we could get to the top of the Google. And that's when I said, what's Google?
What the Google?
What the Google?
What the
Alex, you now fix smartphones. We have Alex Iser, the founder of the Phone Doctors, on the show. Do you remember back when people had phones that could not access the internet?
Oh, man.
What was that like?
I think the only thing that you could do on your phone other than make calls was play Snake.
Snake. Oh,
Oh, it's
Snake.
a great game. It was a great game.
Yeah,
Come on.
Tell me about it.
So you now, when people started switching, from the phones that didn't have the internet on it to the phones that did, was that a boom for your business? Was that a boom?
Absolutely. The screens got bigger, which made more of them break.
Oh.
Were you working with Big Brother to make that happen? Was that your deal? Wow, I didn't know. I've always kind of wondered because he's a very handsome man. You know, Alex is my wife comments. She goes, my wife says he's a sincere and handsome man. That's what she said.
I think I'm going to break my
Tell her I
phone.
said thanks.
Yeah, and so
Is that why she keeps breaking her phone, Clay?
Are you
That's
working with
just
the
a little awkward.
Illuminati? Are you working with the Illuminati
Oh my God.
to make this whole? No, seriously. So here's the thing. So the phone sizes are getting bigger,
Right.
and there's more issues going on. We're talking about effective online marketing. So in the event that you get someone to your website finally, you've got to make a no-brainer offer. So I'm going to start with you, Alex. I want to ask you, for all of our listeners right now, what's a no-brainer offer? What is the super offer you're making right now at Phone Doctors that really you just can't resist? It's the hot sauce.
You know, you ever have a data cable, a lightning cable that just craps out on
I've
you?
had that happen, yeah.
Yeah. Well, those things, you can buy them anywhere you want off the shelf, and a lot of people sell them for $6, but those are the ones that are guaranteed to crap out. And we don't like doing that. We want to serve quality, and so we're kind of home with a lifetime warranty cable where you buy it once, you don't need to buy it again.
Really? So what does that mean? Like if my cable quits working, I can come back?
That's right.
Wow, well, that's a no-brainer right there. You come in,
No-brainer.
get your phone repaired, you buy that little cable. It's a lifetime guarantee on that cable. Now, Z, what's your no-brainer you're making over there at Dr. Robert Zoellner and Associates?
You're listening to the ThriveTime Show on Talk Radio 1170.
Well, right now what we have is you can come in for $99, get an eye exam, complete eye exam, great eye exam, and a pair of glasses complete for $99. That's a free frame warranty. We back it, we guarantee it, and just for $30 more, you can upgrade that to 2 pair of glasses. That's an incredible offer. So right there, and the other thing about us, we're open 7 days a week. And we just take walk-in. So you're like, can I get in it? Yes. Just come on. Just walk on in. We take emergencies, appointments, walk-ins in that order. Just walk in if you're out and about and you break your glasses or you're out and about and you want to get some new contacts. And
how are you making any money with that offer? How do you do it? How are you making any money, my friend? I mean, it's such a no-brainer. I mean, come on. What's the catch?
magic. We do magic through it. It's
Do you believe
it's magical?
Do you believe that people who come in might come back and buy something else later? Is that what you're saying?
Well, absolutely. And then some people want, they come in and they see the base frame and it's a good frame and we give a free frame warranty, but they go, you know what? I've got a Michael Kors purse. I want to get Michael Kors frames. You're like, okay, that's great. Or I want to get Oakley, or I want to get a sports frame, or I want to get some sunglasses. Another thing that we do, if you come in and get contact lenses from us, you get $50 off any pair of sunglasses in our store. And our prices are great. I mean, we beat all the Sunglass Huts and all those guys anyway. We have the same stuff. Same latest cool Ray-Ban stuff. Ray-Ban's kind of a thing now.
Ray-Bans
They've come back.
They're kind of a thing. I think I'm
back
wearing
bigger,
some
better, ever.
Ray-Bans right now. That I
Yeah,
bought
they
from
look
your
good.
place,
If
yeah.
you're on Facebook Live, you can see them.
Now, here's an offer I'm going to make for all the listeners right now. This is my no-brainer, okay?
Okay.
First, I got to get my music ready, okay? Here we go.
All right.
This is New Kids on the Block. We're going back to the skating party. Roller skating. Remember that? Remember that? Quad skates. They were awesome.
Oh, that was the thing.
Did you ever switch over, Alex, to inline, or did you always stay with 4 wheels?
No, I did have a pair of rollerblades for a season.
You sell out.
Yeah.
Did you have the rollerblades, Z?
Until I injured myself one time, and I used them one time coming down the hill.
Here's the deal.
Stop.
If you come into the Elephant in the Room Men's Grooming Lounge, we have 3 locations to serve you. It's the Tulsa's finest men's grooming experience. And I'm going to tell you what. It's like a country club of hair, paraffin hand dip, hot towel treatment, straight razor shave, an adult beverage of your choice. And check it out. It's $1. And I promise you, we're not going to play any New Kids on the Block. No New Kids on the Block shall be played in the Elephant in the Room. This is the last time you'll hear it.
I tell you what, that's a good no-brainer.
That's a no-brainer.
Alex is a good no-brainer. I mean, I like lifetime warranties. Those are
Okay,
cool. That's
okay.
sexy because
All right, here we go.
just gives you that satisfaction. Mine's a good no-brainer. I've had it for a long time, and it's been very successful and effective. It's value-driven. But I've got one even better than that.
Is it more sexy?
Yes. Oh, there
All
we
right.
go. There we go.
Okay.
That set the mood.
Here
right
we go.
there.
How you doing?
How
you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
No, how you doing?
No, I was asking you.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. For 57% of the people out there listening right now,
It's 5-7.
5-7.
7-7.
You've got buried down deep under layers of W-2s and punching in and out of clocks. You've got buried down deep in there. Bosses yelling at you. People screaming at you.
People mad at you.
You're stressful about whether you got your job done correctly that day.
Why didn't you clean
You
the
have the
bathroom?
little seed of entrepreneurship just buried down in there, in your soul.
In my soul.
Maybe down, could be about by your liver or maybe your gallbladder. Down in there, okay?
I'm starting to feel it. It's coming
And
up.
you might say to yourself, where can I go?
Where can I
I
go?
don't have thousands of dollars to spend, but where can I go to get coaching, to get mentoring, to learn what to do? And a couple of years ago, we started down a journey. Clay Clark approached me and he Shark Tanked me. And he Shark Tanked me on, hey, let's scale business coaching. I'm like, how do you scale that? He goes, we're going to do it online. We're going to make it 15-minute videos because that's just the cognitive load. We're going to make it fun, and we're going to find great mentors, people that are very successful, and we're going to get their stories and get their secret sauce, their hot sauce, and then we're going to scale it, kind of like the Netflix of business.
And
course.
on a quest we went to Orlando, Florida to interview the guy who's used to manage Walt Disney World Resorts, Lee Cockrell. To California we went to interview, to meet, to become partners with the guy who's the PR consultant for Nike.
Yeah,
Pizza Hut. Michael Jackson.
Well, I mean,
Prince.
Michael Jackson's estate now.
His estate. I
Yeah,
mean, this,
you know.
the gurus, the guy who's sold more franchises than anybody else in the world of franchising, the guy who's funded more franchises. I mean, I can go on and on. We brought in the unicorns all in one room.
All in one room. We filmed them. We made it fun. We put it in categories. We put it by mentorship. And then what we did is we went even, now to make it the no-brainer, here's what we did.
Total no-brainer.
Total no-brainer. We made it $19 a month. What?
You're talking about 1 to the 9? 1-9?
Less than $20. $19 a month. You swipe that credit card, and then guess what you have? Guess what you have at your fingertips? 24/7. You can binge watch all the mentoring you want.
I can't handle it.
All the business coaching you
I
want.
can't handle
You can pull out that smartphone. Make sure if you break it, you can go to the phone doctor and get it fixed. So you can rewatch it on your Thrive15.com. That's THRIVE15.com. Thrive15.com. Check it out.
My smartphone can make me smart? What?
Okay, managing your money has not been easier. Mint.com is the solution to ambiguous and blind money management. You can effortlessly create budgets that are easy to stick to, or even use one that they make for you. Design budgets that are appropriate for now and put you in position to succeed in the future. Get notifications for weird account charges and receive personalized tips for eliminating fees and saving more money. Check your credit with a free credit score and explore what you can do to improve it to be able to purchase the things that you really want later. Link up the app on your phone, and money management on the go has never been easier. You can even link up your portfolio accounts so you can see your bank accounts and stock values side by side. Mint.com, you got to go check it out, and you can sign up for free. Again, that's mint.com, mint.com. Go sign up right now. It's definitely a game changer for money management.
Broadcasting from the center of the universe, featuring optometrist turned entrepreneur, Dr. Robert Zoellner, and U.S. SBA Entrepreneur of the Year, Clay Clark. This is the ThriveTime Show.
All right, Thrive Nation, welcome back into the conversation. Today we are talking about how to create and implement an effective online marketing strategy, how to be effective with your online marketing. And so we had a guy, he flew in, he's a thriver, okay? He's a member of the Thrive 15 community. He's a business owner. He's a guy who's decided to move beyond surviving to a place called thriving. So he flew in here all the way from, where in New York, Michaelo, did you fly in from?
Putnam County, New York. It's suburbs of New York City.
Putnam County. Now, how did you first run into Thrive15.com? When did you first run into the whole Thrive Nation?
It was almost 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
That we've been together.
Yeah.
And I was just listening to a podcast, and Clay was a guest on a podcast, and you guys were doing that deal, the no-brainer deal with $1 a month.
Now, do you remember what podcast you were listening to?
Entrepreneur on Fire.
Entrepreneurs on
with
Fire.
John
yeah.
Lee Dumas.
Oh, sweet, man. So that's how you found out about us. And so at that point, where were you in life at that point? Like, what were you doing for a career?
I was in my 4th year engineering school.
Oh, sweet, man.
Civil engineering. Yep.
Civil engineering. Headed down the engineering path.
Yep.
And so what did you now what are you doing?
Now I'm trying to renovate homes and make them 100% energy efficient.
And for anybody who wants to verify that you're actually a real person, what's your website, my friend? Where can people find you?
AmericanHybridHomes.com.
So basically, you were it's called a wantrepreneur. You're one of those 57% of people who wanted to start a business, and now you're a guy who has owned a business. You own a business.
Yes.
Was it scary when you decided to go all in and start your own business?
Are you asking if it was scary to drop out of college with $60,000 worth of debt?
Yeah. Was it a little scary?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So it's a little bit scary. So here. Now I want to ask you this because we're talking about effective online marketing. Okay. So the step number 1 for effective online marketing is you want to make sure you commit to the results and not to the specific offers. But step number 2 is you want to get into the art of the no-brainer. What was the no-brainer, the absolute marketing move that you started using to pick up your first clients? Because you can't get business from like big-time clients unless you have testimonials, references, you have some kind of history. What was the move? What was the offer you made to get your first deals?
The first deals that I got were that's when I was doing door knocking.
Door knocking.
You know, the rejections.
Oh, man.
So basically, I would walk from door to door and ask people if they want more insulation in their homes.
And if you knocked on 100 doors, how many people would say yes?
Like a half.
A half of a person?
No, it would be like 2 people.
2 out of 100?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for those people, the only way they would do it is if I said, look, all you guys do is pay for the materials, I'll deliver them and install them. And if you guys are happy and it works, just give me a review.
Really?
Yeah.
So you did free jobs for good reviews. And where did they put the reviews? Where did you ask for them to place the reviews?
At that point, I discovered Home Advisor.
Home Advisor.
So they would leave reviews on Home Advisor for me.
HomeAdvisor.com.
HomeAdvisor.com.
Okay.
And they would leave reviews there. And once you have reviews, you look like a reputable contractor. So at that point, you can actually sell and start turning profit.
How many people over the years have told you, or how many customers have you talked to now who say, hey, if they call in with an inbound lead, you ask them, well, how'd you hear about us? And they say, oh, I saw you on Home Advisor. How many people say, oh, I read your references, or oh, I saw your testimonial? I mean, how many people now actually comment on the things that you sowed seeds? Because it was over 2 years ago you're sowing seeds, but how many people now are saying, yeah, I read your reviews and I want to go ahead and do business with you?
Well, the people that find us online, 100% of them. Because you always want to research your contractor, so you'll read any information that's out there about them. And at this point, we have over 50 reviews on Home Advisor. So,
and now
I've been able to book a project without even going out to take a look at it or sell it. So
people are moving forward with you now just because of the online reviews.
Yes.
Okay, so if someone's listening right now and they're going, I don't know if I want to do a no-brainer. I mean, I don't know if I want to work for free in exchange for a testimony or a reference or a review. What would you tell them?
You got to keep the big picture in mind. If you plan on being successful, or if you plan on being in business a year from now, this is not for free, because this is gonna it's a return on investment. So all these are investments. But if you doubt yourself and you're like, this might not work out, so I gotta get paid for the things I do right now.
Frick, I've been working for like an hour and I don't have any business out of this. I went door to door for 2 days. You're saying though, but if you're committed for the long-term vision, you got to do this.
It's funny if you do it. At this point, you're like, these are growing pains, and you accept them and you embrace them.
Well, here's one thing for the Thrivers listening right now. They might be saying, what growing pains did you go through, Clay? I mean, you're on a radio show now and you guys are doing great, but what did you do before? I mean, what was the move that you did before? I'm going to tell you what I did. This is what I did. In Tulsa, Michaela, you've been to Tulsa now, 3 times?
This is my 3rd time. Yes.
Now, and Tulsa's really becoming a tourism destination for you, isn't it? I mean, are you amazed by how many tourist activities there are to see here in this beautiful? I mean, contrast Tulsa to New York City. Isn't it such a tourist trap? You're trapped now, right? I mean, you want to come back all the time.
When my coworker today, he said, where should I go? Because we're doing the website.
Yeah.
He's like, are there things to see? Let's Google this. He's like, I'm just going to go back to the hotel.
Oh.
No, this is a beautiful place. Beautiful place.
Oh, okay. Now here's the thing: is
no
Thrivers
lines at the airport.
What I did, and I would encourage you to just kind of do your own research on this, Thrivers, and think about this. If you're listening right now and you've ever heard of the Renaissance Hotel at 71st and 169, I've DJ'd there for free. You're thinking about Tarp Chapel out there in Broken Arrow, now called the Glass Chapel. I've DJ'd there for free. Five Oaks and Jinx. I've DJ'd there for free. I've DJ'd in Sapulpa. Oh, yeah. Oh, in Sapulpa, there's a little country club out there. DJ'd for free. Golf Club of Oklahoma. DJ'd for free. Meadowbrook. DJ'd for free. I won't bore you, but I have DJ'd at every single facility constructed previous to 1999. I did all the events for free. And my pitch was, hey, here's the deal. I would love to earn your business. I'd love to be referred to all the brides and grooms. And they're going, yeah, so does every other DJ. I go, here's the deal. I will be willing to DJ for your personal family for free. And you know how bad it feels when people reject the free offer?
You got to sell the free offer.
Yeah, and I'm like, here's the deal. I want to do it for free because if I do it, I know you'll tell your friends about me. That's all I'm asking for. Just let me DJ for you for free. And then one by one, people begin to say, hey, I would like to go ahead and use my free DJ card at super bad parties, by the way. They're like, yeah, my brother, he's turning 42, and his sister's coming over. So, your sister's going to, yeah, well, it's a stepsister tip, but basically, yes, we are related, but it'll be three of us. And you're like, you want to DJ? Yeah, well, you said it would you DJ for any party for free, so we want to go ahead and do this. And long story short, over time, I start getting more events, and then more events. And pretty soon people start going, hey, my husband's turning 40. Could you do that party? And then, hey, I know of a girl getting married for free, getting married at the Oklahoma Aquarium. Could you do her wedding for free? Well, then, fast forward 2002. So this is from 1999. I'm 18 to 2002. 2002, I was the Tulsa Metro Chamber of Commerce Entrepreneur of the Year with $1 million business. And that's a 3-year, but that was 3 years of sowing seeds. And I want to read a notable quotable. This is from that controversial book called The Bible. Do you guys have the Bible out there in New York? Do you have the Bible? Is that a thing you do out there?
Yes, it is.
Okay, let me read this to you. By the way, where are you from originally? Are you from the Ukraine? Is that what I hear?
Yes, Western Ukraine, Ivano-Frankivsk area.
All right, do you feel like Donald Trump's working with Putin? What do you think? What are your informants telling you over there in the Ukraine? Is he working with them? Is he hacking into computers?
I have no idea.
Okay, that's just in. No non-political answer. I respect that. But here we go. Proverbs 10:4 says this: lazy hands make for poverty, but diligent hands bring wealth. Let's just break that down for a second. Lazy hands make for poverty. So if you would not have gone and knocked on those doors, sown those seeds, you probably would not have got those leads.
Yes, correct.
And if it says, but diligent hands bring wealth. Diligence, if you look up the word diligence means the steady application of effort. The steady and constant application of effort. Talk to me about what was going on in your head as you were going door to door, knocking on doors. I mean, the self-talk. What were you saying to yourself? What kind of negative things were you trying to not say to yourself? Or what were your family members saying to you? Walk me through. You're knocking on doors. You're going door to door. Hello. Now, this is Michaela here with American Hybrid Homes. This is Michaela here with American Hybrid Homes. This is Michaela with and you keep doing that. Walk me through. What was going on in your cranium, man?
I don't know if you've door knocked before. You
told
me you door knocked.
Oh, it's a move.
It's the scariest thing, man. You come in somebody's house and you're scoping it out. You're making sure nobody's waiting for you. But at first it's really scary. Like the first couple of houses, but then you kind of get used to the rejections and you're like, all right, here comes another one.
Did you ever have someone just freak out at you?
Yeah.
Okay, what was the most epic freak out moment where somebody just lost their mind at you because you had the audacity to go door to door and to make them a no-brainer offer?
So the guy starts yelling at me.
Yeah.
Get off my property.
Get off my property.
Get off my porch.
Get off my porch.
And then the doors open and he goes into the house.
Really?
So I have no idea what he's getting, so I just booked it.
Oh, man, that's not good. That's not good. All right. So now, Thrivers, here's the next part. Now, okay, once you have a no-brainer offer, you have to do search engine optimization or some type of online optimization. Now, talk to me with your online optimization. Where are you getting most of the business now for American Hybrid Homes on the internet? Where are the leads coming in from?
At this point, most of our business is coming in from Home Advisor.
Most is coming in from Home Advisor.
Yeah, so you got to take a look at, available services there.
Yep.
That, can give you leads.
Yep.
But you got to make sure that you are able to sell those. So that's what would help me with the door knocking, that I learned how to sell and talk to people. So now when I'm getting those leads, if I get 10 leads, I can close 4 of those. So that's huge for...
At the Thrive15.com world headquarters, we have a notable quotable that's posted up on the wall that people can see when they come here for our workshops. And it's by Napoleon Hill. And what it says is, strength is a result of struggle. Strength comes through struggle. Your sales skills now are pretty high. I mean, would you say they're pretty high now? I mean, you do pretty well when you have an inbound lead. You convert most of them.
I feel comfortable doing this.
But
yes.
Are you a lot better than you were back then?
Yes.
And I can tell you this, when I first started doing DJing, I was doing entertainment for weddings, and I was doing them for free. I was so bad that even the ones I did for free, I still got complaints. Because I didn't know what I was doing. I was learning the people were like, man, I wish I would not have hired you for free. I guess technically I didn't hire you, but here's a tip.
I'm a refund.
Well, people would say, because when you have a DJ come out, typically the DJ has a table, and you cover that table with like a black linen or something. And I didn't have a linen. I just had a table. And my cords were everywhere, and I didn't have any songs to choose from. I didn't have any really sound and lights, but I did the best I could to provide the best service I could. So I ended up getting to the point where I had good speakers, but no lighting and no linens for my table. Well, over time, you start to hear more and more feedback. You get more and more songs in your musical selection. You begin to improve your lighting, your display, and now you have a real business, okay? But the thing is here is that Michaela, is that anybody, if they're listening right now, what encouragement would you have for anybody out there who goes, I want to start a business, but I just don't even know. I don't know if I have I don't know if I could handle doing free work for people to get reviews and to develop an online reputation, which, by the way, you have to do. But what would you say to somebody? Because the only other alternative that I know is you spend a bunch of money on ads. And for many people who are startups, they can't afford to spend money on ads or endorsements. But what encouragement would you have for someone listening right now who's going, I don't know if I can handle doing some jobs for free? What would you say?
Again, it's the big picture. If you have your goals, when you have your goals, then all of this is like, that it's this is not now, this is what you have to do in order to move on. So it's just your steps that you have to cross.
Now, Thrive Nation, when we come back, we're going to be talking about specifically the step-by-step moves that you need to take to optimize your website. So many people go, how do I optimize my website? I'm going to teach you specifically what you have to do to optimize your website. Stay tuned. It's the ThriveTime Show. Again, it's the ThriveTimeShow.com.
This show's episode is brought to you by Moz.com. If you have ever considered the World Wide Web as a viable strategy for your business, you gotta check out this tool. Online marketing is complicated, but Moz software makes it easy. Companies like 99 Designs, Otterbox, and Aaron's, they all use Moz because it works. Explore organic search keywords for your business, research Bing and Google search results for your targeted keywords, and link up Moz Local and Google My Business. Seriously, this tool is crazy powerful with the clarity it brings to online marketing for your business. Even if you're just curious, start a 30-day trial with Moz.com today. It's a game changer for your business. Moz.com, MOZ.com.
You're listening to the ThriveTime Show on Talk Radio 1170.
All right, Thrive Nation, welcome back to the conversation. Today we're talking about how to implement effective online marketing. How to do it. My name is Clay Clark. I'm the former SBA Entrepreneur of the Year, and I am here to teach you how to start and grow a successful business. And today on the show, we have a guy, a guru, kind of a dude who's he started off as a little baby entrepreneur. Now his business is doing well. It's starting to finally, it's kind of getting its wings. It's starting to take off, and he can kind of see where it's headed. But how many jobs did you do in the past like month maybe? How many jobs in the past maybe, or maybe I guess the holidays it might have a little bit of a slowdown there, Michaela. No. But how many jobs did you do this past month?
2 jobs.
2 jobs.
I mean, they're big jobs.
But like your big jobs.
Big jobs.
Some big jobs. But your first year, like your first 6 months in business, how many jobs did you do?
The first year of American Hybrid Homes, if you look at the taxes,
yeah,
we did 13 jobs.
13 jobs that first year. And how many jobs are you on pace to do this year? with
So
American Hybrid
that
Homes?
was 2015. 2016 just ended.
Yeah.
So look at the books. We did 72 jobs.
72 and so if you look at this year, kind of projecting where you're headed, if you keep your current rate, how many jobs do you think you're going to do this year?
I mean, we're looking closer to 100 jobs at this point.
Wow,
So
and they're
for-
bigger jobs too.
Well, yes.
Now, for people who don't know what your business is, you're a guy who found us by listening to a podcast, the Entrepreneurs on Fire podcast. You found us. What does American Hybrid Homes do, my friend?
Well, at this point, we're doing carpentry and drywall, but our goal is to build 100% energy efficient homes and additions. So right now we're in the moving process where we have to do carpentry and drywall.
Now, here's the deal, Thrivers. I'm going to encourage you. I'm going to challenge you right now. Get out your smartphone. Some of you right now are you're listening from Oklahoma Joe's. You're there having some barbecue for lunch. You're having some baked beans, and what you've discovered is you're going, okay, it's hard to take notes while eating the barbecue while having the baked beans. So I'm encouraging you to put the phone down just for a moment. And what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and I want you to Google search something for me. Okay, so Google search Tulsa men's haircuts. Everybody now, here we go. Tulsa men's haircuts. Now, you're going, what are they saying? I'm saying Tulsa men's haircuts. And when you Google that, you're going to find that we are Elephant in the Room. That's Elephant in the Room. That's our men's grooming lounge, which, by the way, for all of our loyal listeners here at the ThriveTime Show, if you mention it's your first time inside the Elephant in the Room, your first haircut, this is for men's. It's a men's grooming. It's a men's haircut facility. Your first haircut is always $1. It's always $1. How can you guys afford to do that? We can't unless we wow you. That's why it's a no-brainer. But it's $1 for your first haircut. Go in to Elephant in the Room. See what Tulsa's talking about. It's the Elephant in the Room at eitrlounge.com. But the point of this exercise is you Google Tulsa men's haircuts, and you see that we're top in Google. And you go, out of the first 10 listings, we're number 1, we're number 2, we're number 3, we're number 4, we're number 7, 8, 9. So we're 9 of the first 11 listings. And you have to say, well, how did you do that? Did you pay for that? No, there's a specific system that we implement. We're going to teach this to you. This alone is worth millions of dollars for people that execute. Okay, according to Thomas Edison, knowledge without application, okay, is meaningless. Knowledge without application is meaningless. He says vision without execution is hallucination. But check it out. When you go to the site, when you go to the Google listing, you're going to notice that if you scroll down in Google just a little bit under the map listings, hopefully you're doing this with me now, you're going to see there's text that says Elephant in the Room, vertical bar, and then Tulsa men's haircuts, vertical bar, grooming lounge. That's called a title tag. And I know it's a radio show, so work with me, but it's a title tag. If your title tag is not focused on the right keyword, if you're doing it wrong, you're going to lose. Then the green text underneath it, that is called a permalink. It's the words, it's the .com and the letters after the .com. If you don't do that right, you lose. If the meta description is wrong, then you lose. Now, the real magic is when you go to the site, we have more content than anybody else in the marketplace, okay? So whoever has the most relevant content wins. Also, we have the most Google canonical compliance. And you're going, blah, 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 blah. So the thing is, I don't know what that means. What does that mean? I'll tell you what it means. What it means is that you need to email right now, info@thrive15.com. If you have a website, if you have a business, you need to email us your website right now, info@thrive15.com. Well, what's the catch? I mean, what are you guys going to do? The thing is, we're going to tell you, we're going to run a 37-point analysis on your website, a battery of tests, and we're going to tell you what's wrong with your website and what's right with your website. What's wrong with it, what's right with it, how you can fix it so you can also become top in Google. And that search term alone is worth millions of dollars for us at the Elephant in the Room. So now I want to go back to Michaela, our guest, and I want to ask you this here, Michaela. Do you guys install, what is it? Do you do kitchens? Do you do cabinets? Do you do remodeling? What exactly do you do now at American Hybrid Homes?
We do interior trim work.
Okay.
So, if you want custom cabinets built, or if you want custom bookcases built, also we can install kitchens and cabinets.
So kitchens and cabinets. And so let's say this. Is there a right way to build a cabinet and a wrong way to build a cabinet?
Yes, and wrong materials and everything. There's a lot of things that can go wrong.
Walk me through one of the most basic problems that you've seen, because you've obviously had people call you and they want you to do a major renovation in their home. People all over the world will call you. Sometimes you might have to fly into a new city, or you have to drive somewhere to do the work. When you go in there and you go in to fix the cabinets or to replace the cabinets, what's a basic rookie mistake where you go, oh, are you kidding me? I mean, I can't believe they did it this way. What's just an obvious, Captain Obvious move?
Well, some of even the sizing, like if you have a kitchen that's like some of the cabinets could just be not appropriate for it for the actual kitchen.
But you can see that looking at it.
Yes.
Because you're kind of an expert of it now.
The pro.
Here's the deal. But when you are building a website, almost everyone I've ever talked to does not. I bet you 95% of the people I've met, maybe more, maybe 100%, I don't know. Almost every person I've ever met has no idea how to get to the top of Google. No one knows. It's very complicated. They go, oh, it's impossible to learn that. But I'm going to tell you what, Thrivers, on January 20th and January 21st, someone needs to write that down. But on January 20th and January 21st, some of you are looking for a pen right now. Where's my pen? On January 20th and January 21st, we're going to teach you how to optimize your website, the specific nitty-gritty, step-by-step steps you need to take there, the specific checklists and the systems that you need to do to get to the top of Google. And all you got to do is go to ThriveTimeShow.com, go to ThriveTimeShow.com, click on the conferences, and we'll teach you how to do it. And check it out. If you don't have the money available to attend a conference, there's 2 guarantees I'll make for you. One, there's no upsells. We're not trying to constantly... Michaela, you've been a part of the Thrive 15 community for years. Are we always calling you and trying to upsell you random stuff? I mean, does that ever happen? We're like, you got to get my $1 million DVD series. Has that ever happened?
No. It's just 1 month payment.
There it is. It's just one. So the deal is, Thrivers, if you come to a conference, you can come to this conference. And if you can't afford it, my second promise is we have a scholarship program available for you. So there's really no reason that you shouldn't take advantage of this offer. You're going, well, I'm going to be out of town. There's still time to change those plans. You've got to get out to the Thrive15.com world headquarters into our 2-day workshop on January 20th and January 21st. Go to ThriveTimeShow.com to learn more. When we come back, we're going to get into targeting ads. These are targeting ads. These are the ads that you only show to certain people. So if you're listening right now and you have a Facebook account, Michaela, do you have a Facebook account?
Yes, and the company does too.
That's probably a ridiculous question. Everyone has a Facebook account. Actually, in fact, I saw you celebrating your first Christmas party, I think, with American Hybrid Homes on Facebook. Is that true? Is this a rumor?
Yes, that was our first Christmas party. It was huge.
Now, check it out here, Thrivers. When we come back, we're going to teach you specifically how to make a ton of money using social media. You mean I can make money on social media and not just get involved in hearsay and gossip and comparing myself versus the false narrative of people trying to impress others? Stay tuned.
Right now, how are you taking credit card payments for your business? It's never been faster or easier to begin taking credit card payments for your business than with Square. You know the little white square that plugs into your phone's headphone jack? It's awesome. This payment app is great for businesses such as food trucks, beauty salons, and retail shops. The users receive a small portable card reader that they can attach to a phone or other mobile device to take fast and convenient payments. The way it works is that it subtracts 2.75% of every time a card is run, and it does it automatically. So if you sell a sandwich for $20, you'll see a net gain of $19.45 in your bank account the next day. If you enter the card by hand, it costs 3.5% plus 15 cents on top of that. They encrypt everything so you know you're secure. They make it super clear to start and even offer bonuses for sharing with friends. So you can learn more at squareup.com. It's free to download and works on all devices and operating systems. So make sure that you go visit squareup.com.
Live, local, now. You're listening to the ThriveTime Show on Talk Radio 1170.
Hello, and welcome back to the Dojo of Mojo on the left coast of the Arkansas River here. It's in the beautiful Thrive15.com world headquarters and inside the box that rocks. You are listening to the ThriveTime Show, and today we're talking about specifically how to make money, how to implement an effective online marketing strategy. My name is Clay Clark. I'm the former SBA Entrepreneur of the Year, and I'm joined here today in the box that rocks with Michaela. Now, Michaela, how do you pronounce your last name.
Panchashak.
Panchashak?
Panchashak.
And where are you from originally?
The Ukraine.
And how in the world did you and I get to know each other, my friend? How did you hear about Thrive15.com and the ThriveTime Show originally?
Well, I've been with Thrive for almost 2 years now.
Yeah.
Actually, over 2 years now.
Yeah.
And I did this crazy thing by emailing you
Oh, yeah.
through Thrive15.com, and somebody responded.
How have we kind of helped you along the way? Or, I mean, what are some of the challenges that you ran into as an entrepreneur? And how have we been able to kind of help you throughout, obviously, as an entrepreneur, there's many, many challenges. But there's people listening right now who have a ton of challenges they're dealing with on a daily basis. And I just want to hear your perspective. I mean, what kind of challenges have you run into and how have we helped you?
Well, earlier on, it was just getting started. That's the hardest thing with everybody. Like you said, over 50% of people want to start a business. But not everybody does, and that's really because people don't know how, and you can't be expected to know how to start a business without knowing that. So Thrive was a good platform for just practical education.
Where were you stuck at? Where you're like, I mean, were you overwhelmed by time management, or were you overwhelmed by what was the part where you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do it? What was the part where you're just, you needed a little bit of nudging?
Honestly, it was almost everything.
Okay, all right.
Because you don't know how to do it. So it's, you take one step at a time. And then on Thrive, there's videos of, you coaching, and you kind of find steps that you have to take, and then you just break those down and you make them.
Did people think that you were nuts when you decided to start your own business? I mean, is that something that people thought, wow, this is pretty crazy?
Yeah, very. Especially when I told my parents, yeah, I got to go to Oklahoma to meet with Clay. And they're like, who? To come and shadow you here for a day. So, yes, many people thought so.
Now, I'm going to read you a notable quotable, and I want to ask you this, if you believe this quote to be true, because this is, to me, is something that I really live this quote. I believe in this quote. I'm obsessed with this quote. This quote made me start a business. I mean, this is why Thrive15.com and the ThriveTime Show exists. But here it is. This is from Brian Tracy. He's a best-selling author and speaker. He says, no one lives long enough to learn everything they need to learn from scratch. To be successful, we absolutely, positively have to find people who've already paid the price to learn the things that we need to learn to achieve our goals. Do you believe that?
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Now, Dave Ramsey says this. This is what Dave Ramsey says. He says, you must walk to the beat of a different drummer, the same beat that the wealthy hear. If the beat sounds normal, evacuate the dance floor immediately. The goal is not to be normal because, as my radio listeners know, normal is broke. Oh, no. So, I mean, for someone listening right now going, man, the things I'm learning, these are not normal. These aren't normal things. These are not the things that normal people do. I can't believe I'm doing this. What feedback would you have for the listeners out there who go, okay, I'm thinking about wanting to start a business, but I just don't know if this seems normal?
Well, it's never a normal thing. Starting a business, I don't know the percentage, but it's like obviously there are way more workers than business owners, and that's so just that in itself is not normal. And like you were saying, is you have to seek advice from other people. I don't think there's one person in the world who started a business just in the box by themselves. You have to look for help and people who've been there before, because it just expedites everything. If you have to learn how to do SEO by yourself by reading books and textbooks, it's just gonna take forever. So you have to reach out to people, ask for help, use the resources that you have. Use the internet. Come on, it's 21st century.
Now, here's the deal, Thrivers. Here's the deal. We're talking today about how to be an effective online marketer and how to execute an effective online marketing strategy. But this next aspect of executing an effective online marketing strategy is targeting ads. Targeting ads. So, Michaela, do you go on Facebook, man?
Yes.
I'm on Facebook right now just so I can kind of walk people through the visual of this, but I don't like Facebook at all. I don't like it. Do you like it?
Yeah.
You do?
Sure.
What do you like about it? Walk me through your world, man.
What do I like about it?
Yeah, I mean, what's your deal? What's your boom boom? What makes you say, "Oh, I like Facebook"?
Just the funny videos.
Okay, so here's the thing. For me, I would never ever go on Facebook at all unless it was for business. I just wouldn't do it. I don't like it. But here's the thing about Facebook is that everybody's on Facebook. And people are using Facebook. You know, back in the day, well, how old are you now, man? How old are you?
24.
24. Okay, so you don't know about back in the day. But some of you listening right now, you know about back in the day. But back in the day, what would happen is your mom and dad would be watching something like Dukes of Hazzard or something. And, you know, they would, and then what happened is in the commercials, you'd flip between the channels using a box. You didn't have a remote yet. So you'd hit the button on the keys like a keyboard almost, and you would go to ESPN and TNT and CBS or whatever, and you'd flip with the box. That's how you did it, you know? And so that was the move. That was like the old cable box, okay? And that's how people would do it. They would spend their evenings basically sitting down at the couch. If there's a cord attached to this thing and attached to the TV, and they'd sit there on their couch and they would just flip through the TV stations. That's how they would do it, okay? Now, today, people don't really do that. We have a remote. People used to channel surf. You know, they'd sit there in front of their TV and they'd use the remote and just keep changing channels. Some people are doing that still, but more and more people are hopping on their smartphones. So they sit on their couch, looking at their smartphone, and they're just flipping through the news feed. They're just flipping through the news feed on Facebook. What do you look when you go on Facebook, man? What are you looking for? What's the deal? What are you looking for? Walk me through your mindset.
You just scroll through some of the videos and you look for funny ones.
Okay, you're looking for funny ones. Okay,
I mean, you know, I'll go on it like 20 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, just
He's an addict. He's addicted to Facebook. He can't get away from it. No, but seriously. So the thing is, you go on Facebook, you go and you scroll through that, okay? Now, how do you know? Like right now, I'm just scrolling through. There's a company called bench.com. I'm looking at their ad. And then I scroll down, and Nathan's talking about something about Donald Trump here. And then we've got, let's see here, we got Steve Currington is talking about something. I'm not really sure what he's talking about here. And then we've got somebody doing a backflip. We've got... somebody's talking about a salt lamp that improves your mood. Somebody else is talking about, should I have dreadlocks or should I not? And all of a sudden I see an ad that pops up here. There's an ad popping up here. Again, for Bench. That's an accounting company of some kind. And then I see another ad popping up here for, what is it? Okay, yeah, it's a shirt. It's a shirt manufacturing company called Proper Cloth. Well, why is the Proper Cloth ad shown to me, Michaela? Why am I seeing it? If you had to guess.
you probably fit their demographic.
That's right. It's targeting ads. You can go on, and we will teach you how to do this at the ThriveTime workshops. You can decide whether men or women see your ad, or both. How old is the man who sees your ad? How much money do they make per year? You mean you can tell how much money someone makes per year on Facebook? Yes. You can tell their estimated home value. You can their hobbies, their interests. I mean, you can laser focus on who you're showing your ads to. You know, Michaela, you can show ads to people who are likely to move, people who just bought a house, people who have their house for sale. And are people more likely to do remodeling before they sell a house?
Yes.
So that's a move. So Thrivers, what I want you to do during the break is I want you to get out a piece of paper and a pen and make a list of your ideal and likely buyer. Go ahead and make a list of your ideal and likely buyer. And when you come to the ThriveTimeShow.com workshops, we'll teach you how to target them on Facebook. Stay tuned.
Are you looking to start or grow a business? Then you are definitely going to have problems and questions along the way. You will find the answers to all of your business questions at Thrive15.com. Thrive15.com provides online video-based business training taught by millionaires and successful entrepreneurs for less than $1 per day. That's less than your daily coffee budget. It's no classrooms, no get-rich-quick seminars. These are trainings broken into 15-minute segments that get you the answers that you need. It's business school without the BS. I dare you to try a 7-day free trial. Simply go to Thrive15.com, and the first 100 people will also receive a free downloadable for how to optimize your website. So stop wasting your time and money. Go to Thrive15.com and get your business questions answered now.
You're listening to the ThriveTime Show on Talk Radio 1170.
All right, Thrive Nation, welcome back into the conversation about how to increase your compensation with effective online marketing. My name is Clay Clark. I'm the former SBA Entrepreneur of the Year, and I am here to teach you the moves and the strategies of millionaires and billionaires, how they go about building successful companies. And today specifically, we're going to get into this whole game of search engine optimization and effective online marketing. Now, Michaela, we were just talking about targeting ads, which is where you can show your ads specifically to people who meet your targeted demographic. So I want to ask you, with American Hybrid Homes, if you could think about all the customers you've worked with, 150 customers, some odd, okay, and all the families and that kind of thing, do you typically get a call for your services from the man or the woman, on average? The man or the woman?
The woman.
Typically? Shocker. Now, here's the deal, Thrivers. Check it out. Did you know the majority of the purchases in America made today are made by, this just in, women? Someone's going, no way, no way. In my family, I'm the man, and I'm the one who buys all the towels. That's not. I'm the one who buys the towels. I'm the one who drives the shopping. I'm the one who goes to the store. No, but in most homes, women absolutely are the decision makers when it comes to spending. So you're saying women?
Yes.
Is it 3/4 of the remodeling calls you've got are those from women? 3/4?
It's got to be around 70%.
Okay. So if you're doing targeting ads, you want to focus on, in your case, you would focus on women if you're a remodeler. Women. And then are you finding that a bunch of very, very poor people are doing remodeling, or is it people who usually have a little bit of disposable income?
It will have to be somebody who's ready to take that step and invest that.
You don't find a ton of homeless people calling you to remodel.
No.
Okay. So is it upper middle class or lower middle class, or is it in terms of just income? I mean, who typically is driving the remodeling game?
It'd be middle class and up.
Are there zip codes where in New York where you're getting more business out of a certain zip code or certain county or a certain city than others?
Yes, and typically for us, it's just closer to the city.
Which one? So closer to the city. Bigger houses, bigger value of homes?
That's not the size. The houses get smaller, actually, but they get way more expensive.
Okay, so smaller, more expensive houses are one to remodel. Okay. And what are other commonalities you see? Are the women typically in their 30s or 40s or 50s? Or what demographic are these ladies in typically?
It would be, it's more of a new home buyers or somebody wanting to renovate their home. So it's people who are moving into older houses, so you'd be looking at older neighborhoods.
Yeah.
You wouldn't look into the newer neighborhoods.
If you had to describe them, the average customer who's hired you to remodel, are they over 30 years old?
Yes.
Are they over 40?
Yeah.
Are they over 80?
No.
So they're between 40 and 80.
Yes.
40 and 70?
No.
40 and 60?
Yeah.
Okay, but you have 61. People say, screw it, I'm not remodeling anymore.
Going Florida.
Okay, so here's the deal, Thrivers. What you have to do is you have to choose your target demographic. You have to do it. So if you were doing a Facebook profile to market your business, you would target the age range, the zip code, the city, the county, all those interests, hobbies you have to do, because if you don't do it, what ends up happening is you're just throwing your advertisement dollars away. You've got to break it down, Thrivers. So I'm going to give you just a moment to break it down. Here we go. Oh, breaking it down with Michaela from American Hybrid Homes. Now, we're moving on here to retargeting ads. Now, what are retargeting ads? Thrivers, I encourage you to take the challenge right now. Go to TulsaWorld.com. TulsaWorld.com. Is this part of the Illuminati? Are you trying to control what I do with my free time? No. Go to TulsaWorld.com. Make a new tab. Go to CNN.com. You mean the communist news station? Calm down. Let's go to FoxNews.com. You mean the Republican news station? Stop it. Go to FoxNews.com. Go to ESPN.com. Go to any of these sites. Okay, go to Forbes.com. And you're going to notice that certain ads will follow you around. You go to a website and the ads follow you around. There's a book. Michaela, have you read the Retargeting Playbook?
No, I have not.
It's probably not psychologically healthy for you to read it at this point. It's just too much data. It's just overwhelming. You're too busy growing your business right now. You don't need to read that. But it's called the Retargeting Playbook. And in that book, they found, if you had to guess, how many times does somebody typically have to go to your website before they buy something? If you had to guess, Michaela, how many times do they have to go to your website before they buy something?
More than 5.
4.7 is the average.
Oh.
4.7, the Retargeting Playbook, 4.7%. 4.7 times, I mean. They have to go to your website 4.7 times before they convert. Now, I'm going to read off a list of the things your website has to have before the average person will convert. I'm going to read these off. And if you're listening right now and you're scoring at home and you have all these things, then you're a genius, and winner, chicken dinner for you. You should probably go to Oklahoma Joe's and go over there, high five them, and say the people at the ThriveTime Show say hello. Just go to Oklahoma Joe's to celebrate and say, walk up to the front there and find the cashier and ask them if they'll give you a big boom, a big fist bump if you get this right. Okay, so we're going to go through the checklist. Think about your website right now. And if you don't have a website, go ahead and make a list of these things. First off, video testimonials. Michaela, why do we have to get video testimonials, my brother? Why do we have to do it? From your perspective, why do you have to do it?
Everybody watches the videos. Nobody wants to read.
How hard is it to get a video testimonial? I mean, from your perspective, how hard is it to go get one?
It's you have to have customers, and you just got to ask.
And if you ask 10 customers, how many of your customers will probably say yes and agree to allow you to film them talking about your business?
I would say like 2 to 3.
And I'll tell you this, a lot of people are just freaked out about video. They don't want to be on video. I don't want to be on video. Call me when I'm dead. They don't want to do it, right? But you got to get a video testimonial. That's thing number 1, okay? Thing number 2 here, check it out. Written testimonials. Why do you need written testimonials? How have written testimonials benefited your company and your website, my friend?
Well, those, typically people, if you do a good service, they will do the testimonial for you. And the more testimonials you have, the more likely you are to get more work. And it just, the snowball keeps growing. 3, icons. Okay? So icons, what does that mean? Icon is like a hieroglyphic. The Egyptians used to draw with hieroglyphics back in the day. They would use cuneiform, which was, anyway, I won't get into that. But the point is they would write, and it was like a symbol that indicated words, that kind of thing. And now people are so busy, they're on their smartphone, they have icons. So Thrivers, if you go, what does that look like? Go to taskrabbit.com, taskrabbit.com, and there you will see a website that's done very, very well as a result of using icons, but it's almost intuitive at that point. Michaela, we've been working with you on your website, adding more icons in there. And doesn't it just kind of simplify the whole messaging in your mind? Yes, it does.
Now, the next move you want to have is you want to have a Google Canonical compliant website. What does that mean? Just email me info@thrive15.com. Email info@thrive15.com. Send us a link to your website, and we'll get into that for you. But it has to look a certain way according to Google standards. Also, it has to be, check it out, the next one is mobile friendly. Oh, why does a website have to be mobile friendly, Michaela? I'll tell you why. 8 out of 10 people who are using the internet are using it now on their phone. If you don't believe in that statistic, look up right now. Look up on your computer. Go to Google and type in the percentage of people that are using their smartphone to search the internet. It's almost everybody. So you almost have to design a website now in mobile and then work backwards to the computer. But it's easier to start with a computer because you can actually talk about it and look at the images and the text. But all I'm saying, Thrivers, is that you definitely have to have a mobile compliant website. Let's look good on a mobile phone, on a smartphone. The final one I want to get into is you have to have social proof. Social proof, that's like as seen on, you're seen on local news media, that kind of thing. And you have to have a prominent call to action. A no-brainer offer. You have to have all those things, because if you don't have those things, if you've ever been to a website, you can't find their phone number before, Michaela. You ever been there and you're like, what in the world's this?
Yeah, or their address. It was a restaurant. I couldn't find their address.
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to go to a restaurant, you can't find their address.
Yeah.
So Thrivers, here's the deal. You could spend tens of thousands of dollars to remodel your website. You could do that. Or you could come out here to the Thrive, check it out, the ThriveTime Show workshops. It's January 20th and 21st. Now, here is the no-brainer offer. Okay, it's a limited group, but check it out, Thrivers. For everybody who comes out to this workshop, we are going to do an in-depth website analysis, a 37-point website analysis for you. We're going to help you find the problems and coach you through the process of enhancing your website. So you're saying you guys are going to include my website enhancement? Yes, because it's a small group. So I'm just telling you. So you mean you guys are going to enhance my website and not upsell me anything, all included? What's the catch? There's no catch. Why would we do this? Why would you do this? Because my mission on the planet is to mentor millions. That's why I was put on the planet. That's what Dr. Z and I decided to do years ago when we teamed up. And so right now you have 3 decisions you can make. There's 3 decisions. Decision number 1, you could listen to this information and you could say, this is some good information there. This is some, Larry, this is some good information. That's right, Troy. This is some, Randy, this is some good, this is some good information. And then do nothing. You just listen to it and you go, they're just going to do nothing. It's like you watched a great comedy and now you go, that was kind of funny, but now we move on. Now, move number 2 is you could go to thrive15.com, thrive15.com, and you could sign up for the world's best business school. Let me tell you what, thrive15.com, it's for $50 a month, 50. You have unlimited access to the super premium features, and for $19 a month, you have access to an unbelievable variety of features. $19? Yeah, $19 to the world's best business school. And if you can't afford it, we have a scholarship option which allows you to set your own price. Are you kidding me? I could set my own price? No, I am not kidding. It's all available for you. And the third option is you could go to ThriveTimeShow.com. That's ThriveTimeShow.com. And when you go up there, you could sign up for the 2-day interactive 15 hours of power workshop. You're going to learn everything you ever needed to know about search engine optimization, time management, sales, marketing, accounting. It's all taught there. 15-hour workshop, ThriveTimeShow.com. 3, 2, 1, boom.